Now, last night, protests broke out in San Francisco over the death of a 45-year-old homeless man. Charles Hill was shot by Bay Area rapid transit cops after a call was placed to police about a, quote, wobbly drunk on a train platform. A minute after they arrived on the scene, Hill was shot dead. Now, the man was said to have been holding a knife and a broken bottle when he was shot. But as word got out about Hill's death, protesters decided to take to the train station to demand answers.
Demonstrators are demanding the release of surveillance video that supposedly shows what happened the night Charles Hill was shot and killed. That was July 3rd. There is some video, as you can see here, disruptive protests there. NBC Bay Area's Tracy Grant.
Now, the incident happened over the 4th of July weekend, and both officers involved in the shooting have been placed on administrative leave. But Hill's death happened just 1 week after transit cops reached a $1.3 million settlement with the family of Oscar Grant. As you probably remember, 22-year-old Grant was killed on New Year's Day in 2009 by a BART officer, and he was not resisting arrest nor threatening law enforcement when he was shot in the back. Now, the officer who killed Grant, Johannes Messerly, was given a very light sentence by an all-white jury. Another point of contention amongst the people of San Francisco and Oakland. And that incident also sparked radical changes to the BART system, including a civilian panel that oversees the actions of this section of law enforcement. Let's get back to the case of Hill. I'd like to bring up an issue here over the method that the BART cops use. I understand the cops are trained to protect themselves, but is shooting to kill really the only way that police can use their firearm? Even if somebody has a knife, aren't you trained to apprehend the suspect, to disarm them? Do you really have to end their life as if that's your only option? Because, you know, if that's the case, and there's absolutely no hope for the person on the other end of that handgun. And what about the fact that Hill was dead just 1 minute after officers arrived on the scene? You're telling me the BART cops used every non-lethal option possible before opening fire on the drunk man? I understand that there's a need to protect cops from unruly individuals. But shouldn't individuals be protected from gun-wielding cops as well? This concept should work both ways. And perhaps the glaring inconsistency is what's drawn the people of San Francisco to the streets, to demand justice, to demand change, and to prevent any more unnecessary deaths. So we're going to keep an eye out for you on whether or not the footage of Hill's confrontation with the transit cops will be released.